Hi Acadiana, I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Welcome to the midweek. Looks like another hot one on tap for us here in Acadiana as a heat advisory is going to be in effect once again across the region. And looking at the sky cam, we've got plenty of sunshine out there, really not a lot of cloud cover, a little haze out there due to the high humidity, and our temperatures have been running basically in the 70s and 80s across Acadiana. But we do have a heat advisory that will kick in at noon and will continue into the early evening hours, where heat index values could go as high as 110 to 111 degrees, so right on the threshold of an excessive heat warning. But our southwestern parish is still just outside of the heat advisory criteria. And there are a look at our current temperatures. It's warm and muggy out here. We're starting out in the 70s to near 80 degrees and some low 80s along the coast. Traffic wise though, roadways are nice and dry, a lot of sunshine out there, but I don't think you're going to have any problems when it comes to the weather on your early morning commute. Big ridge of high pressure at the surface and also aloft, and it looks like that ridge aloft is going to continue to hold strong here over the next several days. Bit of a trough over the New England states and a trough over the west, so the mid part of the country is going to be generally dry and really heating up. So it's not just us here in Acadiana that will see those extreme temperatures, but also parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, and well into the Great Plains states as well, where temperatures could rise over 100 degrees. Not a lot of rain in the forecast this time around. A couple of isolated showers in the far offshore waters, but I really don't think we're going to see a lot of convection for today. So that's why our temperatures are going to continue to stay quite hot. There's that ridge of high pressure at the surface, with most of our storm systems kind of ridging northward up through the Great Lakes and then diving southward along the east coast. And that kind of follows along with that track of the upper level pattern, where we do have a big ridge that's building here over the deep south, and that includes all of Louisiana. So again, storm systems will pass to the north, but the heat is going to be building across much of the middle part of the country. We will see a few widely scattered storms kind of pulling their way around that ridge, mainly over the mid-Mississippi Valley and then heading off toward the southeast. You can really see it on the simulated satellite, where basically everything is just going to kind of rotate around that big ridge, and that will be the forecast for the next couple of days. Temperatures about 96 for the high, and that heat index could go as high as 111 degrees. Gulf of Mexico, nice and quiet as we start to talk about the tropics a little bit. The seas will be running about 1 to 2 feet in the nearshore waters, 2 to 3 feet in the far offshore waters, but things might get a little rougher as we head into the weekend. And we're also watching that tropical wave that is now nearing the windward, or the Leeward Islands rather, and it will continue on a west-northwesterly track. It's still kind of in a hostile environment for development, but the National Hurricane Center now showing a medium chance, maybe reaching a high chance for development as we head toward the latter part of the week and the weekend. Somewhere in that orange zone, we could see a tropical depression forming maybe into Saturday or Sunday. The thunderstorms, though, have fired up a little bit more where that tropical wave is as it starts to move away from some dry air and Saharan dust. So it might have a better chance as it moves off toward the west. Euro model, as well as the Icon and also the Canadian model, still showing more of an east coast storm, kind of lifting off toward the northeast starting on Sunday and then exiting the region there on Thursday. But the GFS Sunday through next week is kind of strange, kind of bouncing around along the Florida Panhandle and then wants to visit every Gulf Coast city. Don't know if that's going to be the case. It's the outlier, though, when it comes to where this system will go. The GFS really the only one picking a Gulf of Mexico type of a strike. But we'll watch those over the next several days, and we'll go into more detail later this afternoon on Let's Talk Tropics. That is my live stream that starts at noon. Your high today, 96. Again, it's going to feel more like 110 to 111 later this afternoon, and it is not going to cool off much at night either. Lows around 80 tonight, 95 tomorrow, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm late in the day, and a little better chance for an afternoon storm on Friday, but those temperatures are still going to climb into the mid-90s. And of course, by the time we get into the weekend, we'll be watching what happens in the tropics. Well, I hope you enjoy our morning visits here on Acadiana Weather today. If you do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And thanks to the 2,700, more than 2,700 followers that I have here on this YouTube channel, and more than 40,000 views. The channel turned 100 days old yesterday, so things are moving along. I really appreciate your help, and it allows me to stay here in Acadiana and serve you. I will see you later this afternoon for Let's Talk Tropics. If not, I'll see you on Thursday.